Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Okamiden. In the last episode, we went deep into the underground ruins for the second time. Now that we have the abilities of thunder and wind, we can now access the deep realm. I think this is called the deep realm or the deep level or something like that. It's actually called that. Like if you take the map, if you look at the map, it's actually called that. Like we're that far down underground. Because if we're in the deep level, we must be pretty freaking deep. But we need to find a way to unlock this path, which will only be revealed to those of the Moon Tribe. Really, what this whole section has to do with the Moon Tribe, I don't even know, because we barely even use Kurow's levitate that much, and I guess, I don't know, is that the only difference between Moon Tribe people and regular people, is that they can levitate? Who knows? But we get to fight some Thunder Ears, which is always pretty interesting, except now we have Galestorm, which makes these guys a lot simpler, because all we really need to do is draw a little swirly McSwirlins in, and it pretty much stuns them immediately, because lightning is weak to wind, and unlike the other elements, like I said, you do not need to have a source of wind, you just blow the air. Which makes things just so much easier, because all you need to do is whenever they recover, you just blow it, and then they get all stunned again, and then they're just easy pickings from there. Of course, being their weakness, if you use wind on them when they're dying, like all the other enemies, you'll be able to get yourself a nice shiny demon skin. I think they drop 2 apiece, so that's easy 4 demon skins right here. Bringing us well on our way to getting the rest that we need for that to happen. As you can see, if you blow the wind early enough, you can actually get the wind. You can actually stun them, kill them, and then if the wind's still going, it'll actually give you the skins automatically as well, which is kind of interesting. Unlike other skills, the wind actually lasts for quite a long time in comparison, which makes it even easier to get skins. So these guys definitely a good source of getting demon skins if you need to fight them. And there are actually a lot of these guys around the world you'll find. We've seen other instances already of them just being in the God of Forest and whatnot. So they aren't actually that hard to find and not that hard to grind some demon skins from if you need them later in the game. Really, you get a lot of chances to get demon skins, so there's really no reason why you'll ever need them. So that's all fine and dandy. Now that we've depossessed the fan, why things that are weak to wind are possessing a fan in the first place, I don't even know. But you have to draw this specific swirly, I always hate saying that word. But why you have to do this kind of forward-blowing swirly, not the other ones, I don't even know. But just trust me, this is the kind of wind current you're looking for. The other ones won't work. But once you do that, random moon poles will appear in the middle of nowhere, and the crazy moon path will be revealed. So pretty exciting. We're going to make our way to King Fear. We actually are pretty close to the end of the underground ruins, but we're just keeping it away. I was wondering if there's anything there, but it doesn't seem to be anything there. Oh well. Yeah, so we'll continue to make our way down, and shenanigans shall occur. I use that word a lot, shenanigans. Anyways, I believe this is actually the last major area coming up right down here, if I remember correctly. Because the last thing blocking our path, you guys might recognize this thing. It's something we saw the first time we came to the ruins, and we're going to have to do one more of those again, which is kind of a bit of a pointless section. I don't know, sometimes this kind of drags on a little bit long, but what can you do? It's a dungeon. They tend to drag on long and give a bunch of extra puzzles that just slow you down a little bit. I don't know. Added content through puzzles. Sure, why not? Anyway, the Snake Stash, and finally, after so many episodes, we finally have a way to do super effective damage to the Snake Stash. Granted, I still prefer to use their weakness to the Power Slash, but in order to actually get an item from them, what you need to do is actually use there's kind of a hint here, actually. You need to use the Thunderbolt. So, draw a Thunderbolt from the Lightning Dude to this thing, the Thunder Ear to this, and you can take him down, and all will be well. And then we just, a simple matter of just taking these guys down for wind. Obviously, you want to kill the thing using that as weak to lightning before you kill the thing weak to wind, because you can summon wind whenever you want, and that's always a nice thing. Anyway, just quickly kill this thing before it finishes this thing off. Look at that epic pose. Look at that epic pose. Just so much badass going on right there for Kurow. Yeah, sometimes you're a douchebag, but sometimes you can be pretty darn awesome as well. Anyways, not quite a full victory, like, you know, a perfect victory, but close enough. I forget what they actually give you a final rating at the end. I forget what determines that. In the end, which one you get. I believe it rounds up, like it rounds down for all these, but I think at the end it rounds up. Don't quote me on that, but I'm not sure. Anyways, it's one of these things with the draw vines. We don't have the correct pattern yet, so obviously we can't get this to work yet. We need to go find the correct pattern, which is actually just going to be a little ways off to the left here. So really, I don't know, there's not really that far to go to solve this puzzle. It doesn't really have much of a point, per se. But whatever, it's what the game wanted to do, so that's what the game gets to do. We're just going to go ahead and kill this guy who's smacking in the face once again. What is the underground ruins without some turrets everywhere anyway? Getting a little sick of these guys. Luckily, we're almost done with this dungeon. I don't think they're as rampant in later dungeons. They might be, but who knows. Anyway, people were like, Lucky, draw a crazy path of the vine. Draw a crazy path of the vine. Is that crazy enough for you guys? There you go. It's a nice crazy path. You can really draw any path you want as long as it connects the two. Anyway, this fight is rather interesting because you'll recognize these guys from our first time in the runes. It's this dude again. So we get to fight one again. I mean, you're not going to fight this thing once. You get to fight more than once. But it's interesting for reasons you'll see in a little bit. First of all, you just need to take this guy down. Ow! Don't hit me with your bones. That's kind of creepy. Hopefully we can get there's sort of a trick to getting the reward for the demon skins. Also, you can reflect this fireball. I didn't realize this the first time, except not if I draw fire from it. I didn't mean to do it that way. I'm supposed to be a power slash, not Inferno. Freaking game. Do what I want, not what I say. Anyway, I'm just gonna get out of this guy's way. Don't want to get hit by that. We'll just keep slashing at his core thing here. Take him down. We're taking hit damage anyway, so who cares if we get hit a little bit. We just want to take this guy down as quickly as possible at this point. I mean, we're not really getting any prizes for health here. But right before you do the final blow, you want to draw a power bomb right before you do the final blow. Because then in between you making the bomb and you, oh, he blocked it with his fist. That's unfortunate. Luckily he still has some health left. So if you run in here, slash him right before we hit. We draw a power bomb. The power bomb will explode as he's dying, because it has to be as he's dying. But there's such a brief window that if you draw the power bomb after you get the final hit in, it's going to blow up after he's fallen down. So you need to draw the bomb before you kill him. If you time it like that, you're almost always going to get the demon skins, which is awesome because you get 4 demon skins. And then another one shows up, so you can get a grand total of 8 demon skins from this guy. That's almost a fifth of the total demon skins you need in the game just from this one fight, which is awesome. So all you need to do is just kill another one of these guys again. They aren't even that difficult, so just take him down. I don't want to get hit by this thing. It does hurt quite a bit. And then we go. As you can see, you also get a soul sake drop whenever you kill him, which will increase your defense if you ever need it. Like I said, I don't tend to use items, so really not that big of a deal. But before we get this final hit in, let's quickly draw a power bomb, quickly finish him off, and that will be the end of these giant skeleton dudes. I don't know if we see any more of them in the game, of this variety at least. There are other varieties. But of this variety, I think this might be the last one. We also get a lucky coin. So it's actually a required lucky coin in the game. Is there any other required lucky coins? I'm trying to think. I mean, I know the other 2 we've got are missable. So I guess you're at least guaranteed, or you're it's at least possible to get 2 of them that aren't permanently missable. But that's number 4. We do need 5, unfortunately. There's also a blue relic right there if you didn't pick up one earlier. But unfortunately, we don't. You need 5 in order to get the next item, so we won't be able to do that quite yet. In fact, we won't be able to do it for quite a while, unfortunately. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. For now, we got ourselves. The guys respawned, really? That's lame. But we got ourselves the pattern, really simple pattern this time, just 2 vines. We'll go ahead, we'll input the pattern, and then we'll move on to the end of this area. The final fight is coming soon, guys. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna just quickly have her here and get some more ink back. Also, the crowd's like, don't leave me! And then I sort of glitched up against that fan for a little bit, which is a little interesting. But we'll quickly vine across, do a little loop-de-loop, because why not? I feel like being special. It does look pretty cool when you draw those wacky patterns. I usually don't, just because I don't want to accidentally screw up. I don't want to waste time, but, you know, sometimes it's fine to have a little fun. Something like that. Anyway, just one on the top and one on the bottom. Ironically, neither of these 2 were actually part of the pattern from last time. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not to sort of throw you off. In fact, are these the only 2 that really weren't a part of the pattern? Kind of. Unless you're like going all the way across from like top left to lower right. They didn't do any of those either, but whatever. That's the pattern we have to do. Opens the door. This door apparently requires a lot less work in order to get to open. That's fine with me. So that's really the last major challenge of this area. Well, okay, there's these guys, but they're just turrets. They don't really count for anything. Like, they're just minor enemies. Not really major puzzles or anything left. Just a few of these guys. Get out of my way, turrets. I really don't like you. Man, the sooner I never have to see you guys again, the better. Anyways, they're out of our way. Just a couple more of these thunder boulders. They're usually never a problem. Just slash them across the face. Spin attack to the face. I haven't said that in a long time. I get back to saying that phrase more. And then we just go through here. And down here, this is pretty much the point, the save point that's going to be down here. This is the point of no return. If you go past this point right here, like literally past this save point at all, you're going to be at the point of no return. You cannot go back and get any of the stuff you missed. So make sure you got everything you need You've collected everything you want to get from the underground ruins, because this is it, guys. Point of no return. This is the end. Let's go. Because we're gonna... Okay, I guess the point of return's right there. I thought the cutscene activated a little bit earlier, but once you reach this cutscene, there's no going back. So, giant foreboding door. That's always fine and dandy. Chibi and Kurow, of course, approaching it like a boss. What? This is kind of just a long shot. Okay, it's a door. We get the picture. But then, just in our mere presence, apparently, isn't that the symbol that's on Kurow's medallion? I never noticed that before. That's kind of interesting. But the door opens rather coolly, actually. I like how there's sort of like 3 different sections that as it opens. It's a neat little door. And then this thing opens as well. Just such a... Okay, it's a neat door, but boy, is this overly complicated. Come on. What happened to just a simple handle? You open the door. You go knock, knock. They go, who's there? You go King Fury. They go, King Fury who? And then it's like, King Fury, you have really bad breath. In fact, he even says that's a foul stench. See? Bad breath. I recommend... You should get a mint, King Fury. Mints. They're really good for you. I'm sure, Kagura is kind of tired of your bad breath issues either. Not impressing the ladies with that odor, dude. Also, the whole evil wanting to take over the world and kill everyone thing. Probably not very impressive to the ladies either. Then again, who knows? Who knows what the ladies want these days? Maybe they want psycho people or psychotic undead demons who are trying to take over the world. That might be the new in thing. If that's the case, I blame Twilight. Anyway, this is Jen. Hey, it's Jen Gen, dude. Hey, he even said the Gen dude. That's kind of funny. I really wish I knew how to pronounce him properly, but whatever. He's an old dude. He's a small little old dude who's wearing a gear. He's one of the more interesting characters in the game. He even wears a little spiffy helmet. He kind of who does he look like? He reminds me of someone. He's like a very stereotypical old person who has like no skin on his face. It's entirely facial hair. Like, look at that. It's entirely facial hair. He has like only his nose is skin. He has like, and he doesn't even have hands. He is a giant walking mass of facial hair. That's confirmed. Anyway, he builds something for the demons, and he's about to pull the lever because, you know, heaven forbid, you know, you throw some astray and try to not destroy the world. And Kurow luckily stops him, like, dude, lever equals bad. And then he brings out his flute. And then he's going to abuse musical instruments and also destroy the lever with a flute because that's just badass. But life can't be that easy. Of course it can't be that easy. Come on, like we'd really just be able to waltz down here and stop the enemy plans that simple without a fight. King Fury wouldn't allow for that. He's been up in our face for how many episodes now? Being a royal pain in the ass. And his whole body is finally revealed now. He looks kind of like Kurow, as you can see. Because they're, well, I guess, like, has it been really spoiled? I don't remember what's been said. But, basically, I guess I can go ahead and say now. It's Sujawara, who's also a Moon Tribe person. So it's Moon Tribe person versus Moon Tribe person. That's precisely why, this fight is so appropriate, because, you know, it is Battle of the Moon Tribe. The one who's gone dark side, the undead one possessed by demons, saved by the one sent to stop him. Or is that Kurow's mission? That's the big question. What is Kurow's mission? Is it to stop King Fury? However, King Fury presses the lever, and now something's gonna wake up. Things starting to look bad. A lunar giant, that's the most awesome name, Daidarabochi. Daidarabochi. That's just such a... Or Bocce. Daidarabochi? I don't know. Daidarabochi Ball. Bocce Ball's a really fun game. But yeah, suddenly, just out of nowhere, with no warning, this is very Final Fantasy IV-ish now that I think about it. But, basically, giant mechanical giant wakes up, and it's up to us to stop it before it destroys all of Nippon. Aw, man, things are getting super intense with ancient technology of mass destruction just hiding beneath the earth. This is very Final Fantasy IV now that I think about it. Wow, I didn't really realize that up until now, but still pretty epic. I mean, who doesn't love taking on giant things? Like, we're going to be taking on a giant boss. Well, okay, we're not actually taking that thing. We're taking King Fury on, of course. But the battleground is going to be a giant mechanical tower. That's just freaking awesome. So, basically, King Fury's like, kill all humans, and blah, blah, blah. And it's going to be up to us to stop this thing, like I've said a few times. I know, this is kind of like me already wrapping up the episode like a minute and a half to go, but really, like, this last minute and a half is just us being like, let's go stop the thing, because cliffhangers, guys. That's right, I'm not showing the fight off in this episode. Oh, heavens no. You guys have to wait a whole 2 days to see what happens next, unless you're already watched this, in which case you'll have to wait a whole 2 minutes. Or if this is like in the future. You future people and your immunity cliffhangers. Gosh darn it, foiling my plans. Anyways, Kurow, he's like, nope, Jen, don't need your help. We don't need the help of giant facial hair people. Just go ahead and go back to Lady of the Entrance. We're gonna stop them ourselves because we're just a kid and a boy, and anyone who's ever played a video game knows a kid and a boy, a kid and a dog. Everyone who's ever played video games or watched Scooby-Doo knows that kids plus dogs can just do freaking anything in the world. Like, you know, giant alien race trying to destroy you, kid and a dog. The apocalypse happening, kid and dog. Got a mystery on your hands, kid and a dog. Just make sure you pack those Scooby snacks. Or in this case, Chibi snacks. What would Chibi eat for a snack? I don't even know. But Kurow tries to stop using the controls, but of course that's going to be no dice, because that's no fun. Solving things in a cutscene, that wouldn't be any... Oh, he's just actually using a teleporter. I lied! I thought he was actually going to try to do something. Nope, it's just a teleport. Because why not? Why not have just a random teleport there? But yeah, guys, this is LuckySevenDX signing out. In the next episode, it's Chibi and Kurow versus Giant Mechanical Giant. Bye-bye.